Hello and welcome to the Holiday Park People podcast. My name's Matt and this is Stacey.
And we're the Holiday Park People. We're the Holiday Park sector's first positive voice podcast in which we talk about all things UK holiday park sector related, and we also share our journey as a startup.
A year, eh?
I just feel like November and December have been really busy months, haven't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have. I mean, I'd say December, arguably, because of the shortness of it all, I think it's probably been our busiest month in the calendar year. Right?
Mind, it doesn't help that half the population has been ill.
Yeah, me included, you included. Yeah,
we've
all had a dose of something, haven't we?
I haven't. I feel like we've had a lot of calls in the last couple of weeks, and I just feel like every single person we speak to is not well.
Yeah.
Mental, isn't it?
Yeah, there's lots going around, isn't there?
Mental.
And I think it impacts us, a lot because we've only got, a relatively small team, whereas bigger corporate businesses can probably absorb that a little bit easier than we can. But yeah, December's been a particularly busy month, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been bonkers. We've had loads going on. And like you say, I think just we've been working really hard to get all of our partners set up from Boxing Day onwards, and so that's meant a lot of campaign planning. We've done some ACE campaigns, though, haven't we?
We've done some ACE campaigns, and I think what has probably surprised me, despite all of, not surprised me because I knew we were capable of it, but because we've had so much to do in such a short space of time, the thing that's really made me feel great, I'm sure it's done the same for you, is just how the quality and the speed in which the team have rallied around and got this work done enough a day early. I mean, we've let them go a day early because it felt like the right thing to do, and
and they deserve a break. They've worked so hard, haven't they? So we'll see what happens. It's always funny this time of year, isn't it? Because we've obviously got no idea what the turn of the year is going to bring.
But it was a positive start to the year this year, wasn't it? So I guess
January and February were brilliant, weren't they?
It'd just be nice if it went on a little bit longer than next year, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But I think all we can do is get everyone in the best shape possible in terms
and
of
we've done that.
Planning, campaign. We've got really clear objectives and stuff with every single business that we work with. So we'll see what January brings, but I think we couldn't have done any more in terms of preparation and getting everything sorted, can we? So we'll see. Hopefully everyone can just have a bit of a nice break now, and I don't know, I just don't feel like remotely festive at all. I just feel a little bit like shell shocked, you know what I mean? I just don't.
Where did Christmas come from? Blindsided.
But no, it's been a really good month though, hasn't it? We've had a lot going on, but I've really enjoyed it. Are you doing anything nice for Christmas?
Not really. No plan. We're not going anywhere. Essentially, we've got day trips and things like that. Not going anywhere. We're going out for Christmas lunch.
Nice. No cooking.
Yeah, no cooking, no washing up and all that sort of good stuff.
Lush.
So, but yeah, just see family. I feel like I've not seen my family for a year. Do you know what I mean? So, it'd be nice. It would just spend a lot of time together and just rest and recoup and get ready to go again. January the 2nd, I think, isn't it? We're right. So
good.
That'd be good.
Good.
About you? Are you doing anything?
I'm going to Berwick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, going home. It'll be really lovely this year actually, because my nieces are. Last Christmas they were just like babies,
right?
Whereas they're a bit they're not properly understanding, but they're certainly much more aware of what's going on now. So that'll be really lovely to spend some time with them. Just going to Berwick for a few days, and like you say, just spend some time with family and friends,
nice.
And then just like you say, just a bit of a rest and plenty of fresh air and hikes and
food,
cheese.
Cheese.
It is officially the season where I become 50% Brie, 50% Baileys. I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it. So yeah, no, it'll be nice. I'm really looking forward to it. I think you know yourself, don't you?
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you're just like, yeah, like,
Yeah.
but like, not that we're complaining, but I just think you know yourself when you're like, yeah, I'm ready for a break.
Depleted.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit. So yeah, so we've not, we haven't done a pod since Gareth, have we?
No, no.
Oh, it was Ace, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's good
He's
fun.
just such a nice guy, isn't
He's
he?
just a bit. He's a bit of a natural, isn't he? In front of a camera and a
Yeah.
good crack, and just a really nice guy ultimately, isn't he? And we're really fortunate in this industry that there's quite a few guys like him, but
Yeah,
yeah,
and
the industry wouldn't be the same without him, would it?
nah, and the
No.
feedback was ace, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I
it was.
think really positive. Like we had loads of like really lovely emails and stuff, and obviously Gareth's really well known in the industry. So, and I know it was like a bit of a bumper edition, wasn't it? So some people said they had to listen to it and or watch it in 2 sittings.
Yeah, it was about an hour and a half by the time
Yeah,
it was
it
done,
was
wasn't
a
it?
bumper
Yeah.
edition. But it was, and God, that wasn't even half of it, was it?
No, 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 it wasn't, and that wasn't even half the amount of time he was here, was it?
Yeah, no, it was really cool. It was really good. So no,
No, it was good.
it was really
Enjoyed it.
nice to read the feedback that we got from that. And we've been to the
Yeah.
H&HPA conference, which was good. It was our first time there, wasn't it? And it was an interesting day. And I think, well, obviously, I think it was that week that the announcement around Cove
Yeah, it
made,
was. Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
it? And
yeah.
so there was a bit of discussion around that, and I don't know, like nobody ever likes to see that, do they?
It's not good for the industry,
It's
is it?
not.
It's really not. And yeah, I think, for the bit though that probably, despite all the noise around Cove and all the discussion, the highlight for me, I think, of that time was the panel.
Yeah, I agree.
And, Colliers,
Savills,
Savills,
yeah, Fox Leisure.
all sort of collectively taking questions from the room in terms of their take on the industry, and it was really, actually I felt quite enthused by some of the commentary that was coming, despite and ultimately they describe a lot of that stuff that's going on around sort of not in these words, but how I interpreted it was sort of correction in the industry a little bit, and
Yeah, they
whether
said,
there will or there won't be more, correction it was always going to come, I suppose, and I guess it's just interesting that to hear their take on everything, really.
yeah, no, I agree. I really enjoyed that session, and I think Richard. We spoke to Richard Moss afterwards, didn't we? But I think
He's a great bloke, isn't he?
yeah, and he just gets it, doesn't he? He just he just understands the sector so well, and he just talks so much sense, doesn't he? And I think all of that panel, like so we talk sometimes about it's like doom and gloom narrative in the industry, and how awful trading conditions have been, and and I guess people can only talk to their own experience, aren't they?
Yeah.
That isn't our experience of the last 12 months. It's it's been challenging, but it hasn't been like we work with businesses that have seen huge success. One of the
Couple of
businesses,
them record
they've
record
had like a
years.
record
Yeah.
year. So I think we can't speak generally about the last year being all doom and gloom and negative. It's been challenging for sure, but I think that they were quite sort of pragmatic and, like you say, actually quite optimistic about the market, and they were saying in their space, this year has been much better than last year, and yeah, I think these incidents where businesses have not made it, that actually they were talking about it sort of stabilizing
Yeah.
the sector, and that can only be a good thing now, obviously.
And they talked about 2025 being significantly better for them in terms of, park sales and everything else than it was in 2024. And they're anticipating, I think, 2026 to be in line or more or less with 2025. But yeah, do you think there's a bit of, you talk about this doom and gloom, I think we might have touched on it before, but sometimes you can get stuck in a bit of an echo chamber because you speak to the same people all the time, whether that's other park owners or internally, and sometimes it just really helps if you just reach outside of your circle, because, you know, like you said, I think, you know, that we're not immune to the fact that it's been a challenging time and a challenging industry, but we've had some bloody really great success, haven't we? You know, and some of the businesses we work with have, like I said, seen record years.
No, I'd agree. But no, it was dead interesting that, and you know, whilst the core situation is, you know, it is a real shame, and you know, like you say, it's not good for the industry. No one likes to see it, and ultimately, you know, there'll be people affected, you know, and you know, and it, you know, so we all think about those people, because it's you know, especially at this time of year, isn't it? It's awful, and it's unsettling for people, and you know, there's a few great recruitment agencies for the sector, and you know, and hopefully if there have been good people affected by that situation, it'll, you know, that'll resolve itself, and you know, if there's out we can do to help them, we always would. So you know, if there are people affected and there's out we
if you're out there struggling or whatever, please reach out, and you know, we'll see if we can help.
But hopefully that situation will resolve itself. You know, there's some beautiful parks involved there, so I'm sure that situation will resolve itself quickly, and you know, it'll all be settled. But no, I'm looking forward to next year.
So am I.
I'm really excited, and it's mad because I think we talked about it in our birthday pod, but this has been our first calendar year of trading.
Do you know what though? I mean, you say that, and yes, it is. It's our first full calendar year, but how many times have people said to us, "It's like you've been around for ages," you know, just recently even, you know. But it's, and to some degree, I feel like we've been around for ages as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's probably how much we've aged.
Yeah.
No, but we were looking at it yesterday, and you think like this time, you know, this time last year, I think we only had 1 or 2 partners. Didn't we? And you just forget, don't you? Like, I just think
working from home, from your kitchen, from my kitchen.
Yeah, it's mad. So it's been really cool.
Crazy.
But no, I'm really, really looking forward to next year, and hopefully the industry gets off to a good start. Hopefully the weather. Oh, I didn't tell you, there was another earthquake last night. Sorry, like I was thinking, I always talk about the weather, don't I? So we live in Lancashire, as we've mentioned, and when was it? 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
There was an actual
like Kendall. I don't know. I'm going to use the wrong words here, but it was like the epicenter was in Kendal or something, and you felt it in Bolton Sands. I didn't feel it.
No, well, it was. I think it was in Morton, which is not far from our house, isn't it? Like outside Clonfert.
Oh right.
So there was this, I don't know, like a magnitude 3.4 earthquake. Why are you laughing?
You're such a geek.
I know, but we felt it, and I'm like, you'd never expect to feel it. But then there was another, and then we went down a rabbit hole then, didn't we, about the number of earthquakes that take place in the
apparently it happens all the time.
Well, I think there's about 300 a year. So we just don't. I know, but we just don't feel them.
No, we don't. No.
But yeah, anyway, sorry, I don't know what it is because I started thinking about the weather.
Welcome to my world, viewers.
So hopefully we'll have a really strong start to the year, and I'm looking forward to January. We're looking at a busy month. We've got some projects kicking off. Some of our partners have got exciting things going on, which they'll be announcing in the new year. Which is dead cool. We've got a web development project, which I always love.
You love a web development. Just done one, haven't we?
Yeah, I love it. Geek again. So we've got that going on in January. With the BH and HPA conference.
Yeah, that'll be
London.
good. That'll be good. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it'll be
missed
really
last year's, didn't we?
Yeah, that's.
We won't go into that one. You can. I'll leave it to you to hazard a guess as to whose fault that was.
Let's not fall out. It's Christmas. I'm really looking forward to the new year. I'm looking forward to having a break, and coming back full of beans, raring to go. Team are the same. I really hope for the sector that I think the general feeling about next year is that it's going to be the same as this year. Isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's the sentiment, isn't it, at the moment? We got off to a great start, though, last year, as we've already said, this year, talking about this year. It'd just be nice if that carried on, right?
Yeah,
I mean, because that would be a bit of a change. Well, and I guess we are sweeping statement here. The majority of operators that we speak to or support had a good start last year, to be clear. But I'm not saying everyone did, but it'd be great if that momentum just carried on a little bit longer this year, wouldn't it? And we can have a great 2026 together.
Yeah, and I think I think the early indicators will be advanced bookings.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I think because holidays were strong this year, and lots of operators have actually invested in high fleet for next year, so that's really encouraging. And I think that sort of Boxing Day onwards period will sort of be the first temperature check, I think, in terms of how the year's going to it's an indicator for sure. So we'll see what happens from Boxing Day onwards, and we'll be monitoring all the activity that we've got in place. So we'll have a real sense of what's going to happen from then. But no, I'm looking forward to it. We're onboarding a
new client,
new partner in January.
Great.
Which
Look
will be
forward
really
to that.
nice.
Well, at least one actually.
Yeah. So that'll be really cool. So it's been a fun year, a tough year, but a fun year.
It has. It has.
Um,
And I think from our position, I think we just have to take this opportunity to thank our team, of course, but all of our partners for their sort of support in 2025. And
well, none of this would be possible
no, it
without
wouldn't.
them.
It wouldn't.
We didn't. And our network as well. You know, it's we've welcomed some fantastic new businesses to our network. Actually, we haven't spoken about that. And just in the last month, DF Capital, Outdoor Living, Colliers. So there's some, and there's loads going on network-wise next year. We've got some cool plans. We'll share those in January. But definitely thanks to our incredible team and all the partners we work with. It's just an absolute blast, isn't it? We're so I always say it, and it sounds cheesy, but we're just so lucky. We love it. And it just wouldn't be possible without them. So thanks. Thanks to them, and thanks to all of our followers as well. When we started off on this podcast journey, which was
I was like, nobody's going to watch this.
Well, I know.
Everyone will be mean. We've not said, lots of people watch it now.
We really wanted to do it. Well, I think I might have bullied you into it a little bit, but
a little bit.
We do it for our benefit. It's not. But actually, it's gone better than we could have ever anticipated, and whilst we've not maybe had time to podcast as much as we wanted, and some plans have not worked out and whatever, it's still we're still really enjoying it. The team really enjoy it, and it's good fun, isn't it?
It is.
And so we can wrap up this year, and then we'll be back in February.
February with another podcast.
Season 2.
Yeah, not back.
No,
in February.
Gosh, no, back on Boxing Day. But no, we'll be back with another podcast season in February, and some of the guests that couldn't join us.
Well, they're booked in, aren't
this year are booked in for early next year, and we're looking forward to it, and hopefully we can get a bit more interactive with it as well, because we've got some ideas around that. But we'll see how that pans out. It's we'll see what happens in the new year. So thank you as always for supporting us on our journey, and we'll hope that you all have a magical Christmas, whatever that means for you, because some people find this time of year tough, don't they? And it's not all merry and joyful, and so I
whatever you're doing,
whatever you're up to, I hope it's the best Christmas it can be, and we'll catch you in the new year.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year all.